Ooh, I see craving adventure, you decide to travel to 𝐴𝐴𝑉, a land on the edge of the known world in northeastern Essos, along the shore of the Shivering Sea. I see you exploring the grim gray forest of the area and searching for the reported demon hunters and shape-changers that are said to roam in this area. Hearing the tales that the world ends east of 𝐴𝐴𝑉, giving away to a realm of mist, then a realm of darkness, and finally a realm of storm and chaos where sky and sea become one, you will attempt to travel here to prove that it's simply not true. The world does not end east of 𝐴𝐴𝑉. It is true. You will enter the end of the world and go mad. I see you attending a wedding in the near future. Avoid the wine at all costs. If you don't, you'll notice your throat tightening to the point where you can't breathe, and your final moments will be grabbing at your throat as your face turns purple. It appears you have enemies, and someone will slip you the strangler, a type of poison, in your wine at the wedding. So, just an FYI. You will contract grayscale when an infected stranger touches you randomly in public. Though it really wasn't random, and the stranger wanted to take down as many people with them as possible. Surprise, it was an Ironborn person. Grayscale is a horrible disease that will make your flesh become rigid, calcified, and then crack. You will get it on your right hand. You'll notice an odd numbness in your fingers first. That will be the beginning of the end for you. Your hand will turn gray and look like stone and feel just as cold. In your desperate attempt to stop the spread of the disease, I see you cutting off your right hand. However, it won't work, and 2 days after cutting off your hand, you'll see the gray skin growing up your forearm. Once it reaches your face, your lips and tongue will become affected, and you will struggle to talk. Though the disease isn't painful, you will wish you could use your mouth and tongue to tell someone to kill you. Luckily, you'll go crazy soon after, and shortly after that, your heart will turn to stone, and that is the end. All in all, not a bad death. Oof. Oh, no, your habit of hitting up brothels is going to get the best of you. I see you getting the pox after one fun night with a lady of the night. You'll know when you have it by the pus-filled rash of pimples all over your intimates. Unfortunately, I see you are a stubborn person, and you will refuse the maester's treatment for your pox. This will lead to blindness, paralysis, and damage to all your internal organs as the disease progresses. You will die alone, covered in pus, wondering if that prostitute was worth it. It was. Go for it. This is really bad. It's good you came to me. You will get what those in the world of Game of Thrones call crabs in the belly in the near future, which is stomach cancer. Given you're in a medieval society with their level of medicine, you're gonna die. I'm sorry to give you this terrible news. You will take a trip to Dagger Lake. While Dagger Lake is a beautiful lake formed from the rivers Rawrist and 𝐴𝐴𝑚𝐱𝐢 and definitely doesn't have any spooky fog. It's also full of pirates due to no law being above the sorrows for 1,000 years. So, Dagger Lake full of pirates lurking in secret strongholds and hidden caves waiting to do bad things to you. It's gonna be really hard to just enjoy yourself and have a day at the beach, knowing that they could be anywhere. Now there is one pirate named 𝑒℆𝑗 the Unwashed, and they are said to smell so bad, it's enough to kill a man. However, your final fate won't be because of your host's stench, but another lovely lady that resides in the area. A woman named Cora. This female pirate has a crew full of beautiful young maids. These young maids will bring you aboard their ship, and everything will just be coming together. Your dreams are coming true. And then they cut off your private parts, and you bleed to death. You probably should avoid joining any armies in the near future. I see you getting the Bloody Flux or Pale Mare if you offer your sword to any cause. This disease will give you fever, internal bleeding, and just massive diarrhea. There's little to do once you get it, so prevention is the key. 3 in 4 men in armies are killed by it, and it could destroy entire armies. And guess what? You will be one of the 3 in 4 if you don't avoid joining any force. But If you must, know that you'll die of nonstop diarrhea before you ever see battle. No, I see you getting the red spots. This disease causes red itchy dots to appear on the body, and once a child had it, they were immune for the rest of their life. Adults who never got it as a child and contracted it in adulthood were at risk of death, and as you're over the age of 10, your red spots will become infected, and you will die super itchy. You seem to have an enemy that really doesn't want to see you alive. They will poison you with Manticore venom, which normally instantly kills upon reaching the heart, but this enemy hates you so much, they'll use sorcery to prolong your suffering. Your last days will be spent screaming, convulsing, as holes appear in your torso. Your veins will all turn black, and your last moments will be begging for death. I see the Red Death in your future. I know it sounds scary. And it is. You will get this disease when you visit the Basilisk Isles after you experience the death of a loved one. You just need to go somewhere exotic. But I don't want you to be too worried about the death of a loved one, as you'll join them in death when you bleed from every orifice on your body and then your skin just shreds. Oh, you'll also die screaming. Oh, I see you being sacrificed in an unspeakable ritual to slack the hunger of the mad gods that live in Cadath, a city said to be older than time that is in the Grey Waste. Don't be sad though, your death will help keep the insane gods from taking over the rest of the world. I see next year you'll enjoy a tasty steak. It will have a wonderful smell and taste. But beware, it was tainted with basilisk blood and will drive you to violent madness. You will attack a bear in your induced violent mood that will promptly shred you to pieces. I see you getting a stomach ache, but this isn't any normal stomach ache. It's a stomach ache caused by a poison eating away at your bowels and stomach. This pain will increase as your organs are eaten through, but I have good news. Well, I can't see who will poison you. I can tell you they will use the Tears of Lys, so don't drink any liquids that weren't sealed when you open them, because you can't taste or smell it. Beware of any person saying they have something to help you sleep through the night in the near future. They will not have your best intentions at heart. In fact, they will offer you sweet sleep, a drug that tastes and smells super sweet, but they will give you too much accidentally. More than 2 pinches, and you will never wake up from your sleep. You've heard rumors of cities beyond the 5 forts throughout the dry deep populated with a race of bloodless men. Apparently they are corpses that had their blood drained and then they were returned back to life via dark rituals. The typical stuff in the world of Ice and Fire. You're not 5 minutes in one of these bloodless men's cities, and you are killed. Your corpse is drained of blood, and you're reanimated via dark rituals. You do end up meeting a really nice corpse significant other, and together you have nice little corpse children. But I wonder how you got those. This is very bad. I see you getting the shivers, a disease that has devastated Westeros more than once. This is a fast progressing disease, and I see you going the normal route the disease progresses. You will get a chill first. Then your shivering will get worse and worse until your teeth chatter and your limbs convulse uncontrollably. You'll know, dear patron, that once your lips turn blue and you begin to cough up blood, that the end is sadly near. From the onset of the first chill, you have about 24 hours to live, so I would get your affairs in order now. You are looking a little cold. I see you visiting the Thousand Islands, which are located the furthest east any person from the 7 Kingdoms has ever traveled. Here you will meet people of the island who have green-tinted skin, are completely hairless, and the women have sharpened, pointed teeth. While you don't exactly understand their language, you will understand they are incredibly xenophobic and don't like people on their land. They will sacrifice you to their scaled fish-headed gods. Sorry. After a fantastic day, you'll notice that you haven't been able to go to the bathroom in a really long time. At first, you won't think much of it, but as the days go on and you can't empty your bladder or bowels, you'll become fearful. Turns out you wronged someone in your past and they will poison you with widow's blood. You're gonna die from the toxins from your own waste you can't excrete. I see that you will defy your grandma Rawrist and take a trip to Sothoros. There you will get a disease called sweet rot. But don't worry, you have years to live with this disease. Just those years will be filled with excruciating pain as you slowly rot from the inside. Man, what a terrible way to go. Nath is a beautiful island, and I know you're desperate for a vacation, but I have a warning for you on your next trip. On this island, you will encounter some beautiful large black and white butterflies. But then you will notice after retiring to your accommodations, you have a fever. Then you will get painful spasms that make it appear as if you're dancing like a drunk college girl, which I know nothing about. You'll know that your time is just about up when you begin sweating blood. Oh, and your skin is gonna fall off your bones. It's going to be super fun for the rest of us to clean up. Now, if you really have your heart set on visiting Nath, you can always try staying on the island for a few hours and or going at night. That will greatly reduce your chances of meeting this terrible fate. However, you're not a very lucky person, and if you go to this island at all, you're gonna get butterfly fever. Sorry. Sucks to suck.